I am so excited to be interviewing my first in-person interview since before COVID. I'm excited to be talking to Latrice Pace. I'm Dr. Cindy Davis Evans with the Cindy Davis Show. My guest today comes from Atlanta's first family of gospel royalty. She is an amazing vocalist, actress, and multifaceted entrepreneur. Welcome to the show, Miss Latrice Pace.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Wow. So you have had some journey, and coming back after 4 years, how were you able to do that with the loss of your mother and your two sisters?
That's interesting. Coming back after 4 years, the music was already written and already recorded. So it was just a matter of allowing the process of getting it out to continue the healing process of those losses. So it was all instrumental.
How were you able to heal?
Healing, it's an ongoing journey.
Oh, there you go.
It's definitely an ongoing journey. Mm-hmm. So one of the first things is just praying and asking God to assist me, because healing every time it looks different to different people. Mm-hmm. And even though I had experienced the loss of my mother, healing with my sister, that was different from the healing process of my mother. So it's just always really relying and depending on God to help you get through it each time.
Yeah. There are 10 siblings, right?
Yes.
Are you the baby?
Next to the
You're
baby.
Next to the baby.
9 girls and 1 boy.
Oh,
and the boy was the oldest.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How was it growing up as a Pace sister and then being that young in the family?
Growing up as a Pace sister, okay, first of all, it was crowded and loud. Uh-huh. And growing up that the youngest, like it was almost, they knew you were there, but you were hardly ever seen because there's so many adults before you. Yeah. But it was cool.
Yeah. You kind of made your own path though. You just kind of, you kind of want to do your own thing at first. Tell me about that, because you were LaShawn's assistant for a long time.
I was. Yeah. And that was some of like the most amazing years of my life. But I've always been my own individual. I've always had my own creativity, my own things that I liked that was different from everybody else. It wasn't intentional. Mm-hmm. It was just me accepting who I am. Mm-hmm. So it was just in accepting that, just being comfortable in walking that out and presenting my individual gifts to other people.
And how did you do that? How were you able to being in such a traditional type, tradition, how were you able to break from that and just find your own identity? Because, religion can be really cool, what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's no freedom in religion.
Right. And it's so interesting that you would say that, because my answer is simply hearing God, knowing that you have a relationship for yourself and not taking on the rules of man. Okay. But making sure you're taking on what God is saying for you. Yeah. So I was able to break free from that, yet having that foundation of Christ being there and scripture and his truth. So that's how I was able to do it, because I didn't stray from him. Yeah. I just found my own path with him.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Yes.
That's a very good point. And that path has led you to so many open doors.
It has.
You are an actor, an actress.
Yes.
Tell us about all the stuff that you're doing. I mean, let's start with the acting. How did that start?
So the acting started with me being my sister Sean's personal assistant for so many years. I remember we were rehearsing for a show that David Talbot produced. And many people may know David Talbot from the Christmas sensational production, Jingle Jangle, that he released on Netflix. That's David Talbot. Yeah, so we were rehearsing, they were rehearsing, and I was in the audience just doing some busy work. And he told Sean, he said, I need someone to play this other role. Can your sister sing? And Sean was like, of course, she's my sister. So that's how I started my career in acting. And after that, David Talbot would call me for his shows every year. And then Tyler Perry would call me because I was with Sean, and I just reaped the benefits of being there. So yeah, that's how it started.
Wow. Tell us about Wiz. You played the Glenda the Good Witch.
Yes. Go ahead.
Tell us about it. I'm just excited about it. But that's only in Atlanta though, right?
Yes, we wrapped up the production of The Wiz in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And I was so fortunate to play the role of Glenda the Good Witch, which was first brought to America by the iconic Lena Horne. And I felt really blessed and fortunate to play that role. I also played the role of Aunt M, which was so much fun because it just reminded me of my mother. Yeah. And then now I'm preparing to embark on another production called Passing Strange. Yeah, so we just wrapped up The Wiz in Atlanta, and it felt like I was really honored to be able to be the 2023 voice of Lena Horne. Like the song, if you believe within your heart, you'll know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel and know it's right, because time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe that you can go home. Believe you can float on air. Then click your heels 3 times. Woo! If you believe, then you'll be there. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic that's inside your heart. Believe all of these things, not because I told you to, but believe in yourself as I believe in you. Strange.
Yes. Wow. And tell us about your album. Now, your album, Exodus.
Yes.
Tell us about that and why Exodus.
Okay.
Why that title?
So the album is Exodus, the Journey of Obedience, and we chose that title because leading up to the recording, God had me in the book of Exodus, and the thing that He gave me to share with people at the live recording, and even those who will hear the music beyond the life of the live recording that night, He said, "This is your exit exit from self-doubt, fear, self-loathing, from lack, from low self-esteem. This is your exit from all of that. I'm bringing you out of Egypt. Now, you're going to go through some things in the wilderness. You may even feel like you're going to be drowned by the Red Sea, but I'm going to bring you out. And you're going to enter your Canaan. You're going to enter your Goshen. You're going to enter your time of abundance, your mourning, MORNING, that season of joy." So that's why we ended up titling it Exodus, the Journey of Obedience, because it's a journey.
It is a journey, and that is a wonderful testament to how God can bring you out with the victory.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing.
That's what He did to the children of Israel. And even though they were in the wilderness, He kept showing them victorious triumphs. And victorious event after victorious event, because He was saying, although you're in this wilderness, I'm with you, and you have already won. I just need you to keep going and make it to the end.
Absolutely. And then He brings them out and with a mighty right hand. I tell you,
He did.
That is a wonderful, wonderful story. Now, I hear about these wonderful cupcakes that you have. Where do you find time to bake, sing, record? Act. And sit here with me all at the same time. This is just wonderful. So tell us about Tracy Treats Cupcakes.
Tracy Treats was established in 2011, I think. Yeah, 2011, when my oldest sister, my late sister, Duranis, gave me her red velvet cake recipe. And I ended up making cupcakes for a fashion show. And the ladies went crazy. One lady was like, "Oh my God, you should be doing this just like for real." And then another lady said, "Yeah, and you should name it Tracy Treats." I was like, "I like that."
Really?
So that's how it was established. And ever since then, we've been doing red velvet, key lime, carrot, and now the Mother Pace and Me peach cobbler cupcake.
Wow, that
Yes.
sounds delicious.
It's
now,
amazing.
This is only in Atlanta, though. You don't like
we don't ship. Yeah, we don't ship. We deliver locally.
Oh,
but we don't ship yet. But we're working on, remedying that by the beginning of the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. You've had some journey. What is for you next? Where do you see yourself in the future? What has God shown you? Do you go just step by step, or do you kind of plan, or do you just follow God?
I pretty much have an idea or a plan, but then I take that plan and present it to God and let him know, okay, this is what I would like. This is me making preparation. That's planning and making preparation is my faith with works, because faith without works, you're not going to get anywhere. So that planning is the faith with works. So I do that faith action with works and present it to God and say, hey, I'm open to however you want to make this happen. Or if you don't want to do anything with this and take me a whole nother route, at least I had a plan or a vision. Because, I believe in writing the vision and making it plain and having a plan for your life, but ultimately saying, God, you have the plan. Whatever you want to do, I'm open to it. If it's Broadway, if it's a brick and mortar for Tracy Treats, if it's another album, if it's our music making it to commercial, releases, I'm open to it.
So I'll go back to that question. How do you do it all?
How do I do it all? Well, I tell people all the time, when you're graced to do something, it's not hard. It comes easy. But to the average person looking on, they'll think, oh my God, that's a lot. But I trust God with my calendar, and it just all falls in place. Like right now, I'm traveling. I just happen not to have any cupcake orders. But by the time I get home, I may have cupcake orders, and I'm able to fill that. And then after that, we start a production, and I'm able to be there for the production. So God is the master orchestrator. So I trust him to bring it all together.
Yes, and he does. He does very well, doesn't he?
Yes.
What would you say to people who might want to be an artist or to accomplish what they need to do, what they want to do in their heart?
Seek God in all your ways. Acknowledge him. That's not being super spiritual. That's not being super deep. That's being somebody who's reliant on God and trusting God to help them to be successful in anything that they do. And not saying success is being famous or having a lot of money.
That's true.
It's just accomplishing your goals. So God, I'm trusting you to help me to do this. So I'm going to seek you about how to do it. You give me the plan. You give me the resources. You bring the right connections. And a lot of times he won't reveal that right then. He wants you to make that step of faith. And as you walk and make that step of faith, he'll reveal the next step, whether it's resources or connections. Just seek him about it.
Well, that is very, very good advice. I just love it. Let's go back to your album. What is it that you want to accomplish with your album? What do you want your viewer, your audience to get from it?
Oh, that is such a good question. I often think about the sacrifice, not just that I put into getting the songs and getting in a place to hearing God about the song, but the sacrifice many people make to hear God, even like the preacher. Your goal is that somebody really hear the message, hear what God gave you, and walk away saying, you know what? I think I can make it, or I think I can be something, or I think I can do whatever I've been putting on hold. I can make that happen with God. I want them to walk away saying, if she did it, I can do it too. And the way to do that is just by seeking God and obeying however he gives you to do it. I want them to walk away with the message of hope, the message and the urgency of being obedient and not delaying in your obedience, but trusting and relying on God.
Trusting and relying on God.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that is a wonderful message.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for sharing your testimony.
Thank you.
And just people seeing you after what you've been through is a testament to God.
Yes, it is.
How he can raise you up and fulfill what he has for you.
Yes, he can.
So that's a blessing.
Thank you so much,
Latrice.
Thank you.
And I'm want to thank you for watching the Cindy Davis Show. Until next time, God bless.